Hello, I'm Pastor Isaac Ford. I want to welcome you to the New Journey Church. We're so excited about today because, of course, today is the most important holiday of the year. It's Father's Day. It's my day. I'm excited. You know, I love birthdays, Christmas, but this is my day. I'm one of the greatest fathers on the planet. And again, we're so excited. As you can see, I'm not by myself. I have a group of amazing black men who have joined me today. And today we're going to talk about the black male voice. Because as black men, I believe that we need to be heard. We want to be heard. We want our voices to be acknowledged, our voices to be affirmed, and we want our voices to be appreciated. Now, before we get into that, I want to introduce these awesome, dynamic men of God. In fact, before we do that, make certain you like this, share it, tag it, let someone know that we're on. Do it right now. Take this, just pause for a moment. Text someone, tweet them, let them know you gotta see this today. What's happening here at New Journey Church on this wonderful Father's Day. Now, what I'm going to do while you're doing that, you're liking, you're sharing, you're tagging. Also, make certain that you gather persons around the television set. If you're watching us on YouTube or around your iPad, your iPhone, get the whole house involved. It's about our black men today. It is going to be exciting. All right, and so they will help me preach and share. It's going to be really good. I'm excited about my guests. And what I'm going to do, we're going to have a little small informal introduction. We're going to start to my left. A man who's just awesome. Man, he looks good. He's cool. Man, what are those glasses that you had on, man? You should love your glasses, though. He got some of my favorite glasses he likes to wear, but no, I love him so much. Just let everyone know your name, a little bit about what you do. We'll start with you, and then we'll go around the table.
Good evening, good morning, happy Father's Day. My name is Phil Martin. I'm with the Firm Advertising Agency, and I'm just so excited about being here with pastors today on Father's Day. Such one of my favorite days as well.
Yes.
Well, I'm Caleb Ford. I'm the son of the greatest father, as he mentioned. I work for Geneva Financial as a loan originator. I'm in school. I'm 20 years old.
All right.
Excellent. I'm Joe Fitzpatrick. I'm in construction management. I do a lot of project management for the church and a few other areas. I really appreciate you, Pastor, giving us the opportunity to speak our minds.
Yes.
And it's going to be a wonderful day today.
Hey, I believe it. I appreciate you guys for being here.
Yes, I'm Maurice Edwards. I'm a general contractor, construction, and I'm just ecstatic to be at this point in my life. It's a blessing, and I'm genuinely ready to share.
Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Good morning, good evening. I'm Marcus Edwards. I'm actually operations manager for a couple of companies as well as logistics and for an oil and gas company. I'm a father, so I am definitely excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to the questions that come ahead.
All right. Hey, one of the things that you notice right off the bat, and I've noticed just listening to you guys, that every black man is not necessarily doing bad.
That's right.
In prison or right. Up to no good.
Right.
I mean, I heard some business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals, students right here, and that is so important that black men, America in general, see positive images. And so I want to thank you and celebrate you guys just for who you are and all the wonderful work that you're doing, because there are plenty of black men who, again, we're not able to hear their voice, hear their story. And really quick, I gotta ask this question really quick. Now I know what, ladies, I know what you're saying. You're trying to see who's not married. Stay tuned. That's going to get you to hang in the entire time. I may let you know at the end who may be available. All right, but just really quick, guys, really quick. Again, happy Father's Day to each of you. Martin, what do you want from Father's Day from your wife, your kid? They need to do something. I mean, I believe in it. Look in that camera. What do you like to have for Father's Day? What are you looking for?
Well, Father, Pastor, really, I'm blessed. I have everything I want right now. Just some peace and some good food.
He's about to get us in trouble already. So he wants some peace. So we're going there, Mark. We're going there today. All right, Kid, would you like to?
I think I can sum it up in one word: appreciation. I feel like a lot of women, they assume that we appreciate them.
Hey man, you get into the lesson. No, wait.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you can see, guys, they're raising their voice to be heard. Just what would you like for Father's Day? Just a personal something you would like for your wife to do for your kids. What would you like to?
Well, I would like both my boys, my young men, to get a little bit more active within the church. Maybe this Sunday come visit and a little bit more consistently. That's what I would like to see them.
What a great Father's Day gift. Ms. Em, what would you like from your wife, your kids, and don't be shy.
Well, I can say nothing. I feel like I'm blessed.
Yes.
My daughters, all my girls, and I have quite a few. I have about 5 daughters and 1 son.
Wow.
And a grandbaby. And with that being said, my daughters, they're all honor roll students in the top percent of their class. So it's like I'm blessed, to this point, and if they're still talking to me. So, I'm a mess, well undone. So, hey, I thank God for just being able to be their father without the real serious hassles of really boy troubles or just rebelling, just being adults.
That's your Father's Day gift.
That's my Father's Day. That's my piece.
All right. Marcus, what would you like for Father's Day?
Basically, for Father's Day, the only thing I would desire is just being able to enjoy my girls. That's the most important for me, is enjoying them and to be appreciated on that day. That's it, just to be appreciated.
We're going to get into that. I want y'all to get into my lesson too much. Now, here's what I want for Father's Day. This Wednesday, I want the Ford family to make certain that I'm on a deep sea fishing trip. I want to catch those red snappers. And I want to do it with my family. And I don't want cologne. I don't want a new tie. I don't want slippers or robe. I want a fishing trip with no excuses. All right. All right. Let's jump into this. We're talking about the black male voice. That's nothing against any other race or culture, but I believe the black male voice should be heard, and I believe God wants our voices to be heard. I was thinking about Adam and Eve. Of course, when things kind of went awry, and they had eaten of the fruit and of course, turn the world upside down. And God comes to Adam, and he wants to hear Adam's voice, because God has made, the men, the heads, the leaders. And if God wanted to hear Adam's voice, I believe God wants to hear our voices. In fact, there was another man in the Bible. Jesus said, hey, he's of age, let him speak for himself. And here in America, in society, in the culture, I believe the black man's voice has gone unheard. It's been suppressed.
Right.
It's been suppressed. And one of the questions I'm going to ask you later on, I want you to think about it. Even now, what is it that black men? What are we trying to say that's not being heard? But I want to start with the family first. Let's start with black men in marriage, family, and relationships. And I want to start kind of start with something heavy, really quick, and that's this: why are black men, and those who are married, you got to kind of think about it, kind of shift your thinking just a little bit. You are married, but why are black men not marrying black women? Why are black men not marrying black women? I want to feed you all, because that's been something has been trending. Mm-hmm. Black men are not marrying black women, and our black women, want to know. And the reason why are you going there? Because the black family is important. It's critical.
Yes.
Everything rises and falls on family, but brothers are not marrying our sisters, and we want to know why. Can y'all, now, listen,
We do know why.
I'm praying we got some real men at the table.
Right.
We got real men at the table. Can I put a disclaimer in that every answer you get that necessarily the views of New Journey Church? I want to put that disclaimer in. But it's a serious question. I get this question every day, and so Caleb, you're a young man. What you want to start? I see you itching.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll keep it brief. I think the number one thing is they don't respect us. I feel like they don't look at us as equals, but they look at us as inferior to them. Wow. And as I was saying earlier, they don't.
Wait. We got to unpack this.
I'm sorry. Okay.
We got to unpack. Now, brother, he said that is because black men who, in his state, who are single, feel like black women do not respect black men. Is he the only one that feels the way? Anyone's kind of want to chime in on that?
I got a different objection. Anybody else? Well, I would say the opposite. I would say that it takes a strong black man. It takes a strong black man to actually be with a sister, a black woman. Because a black woman, she's strong, she's built to last, for one. That's what I would start off as saying. So before you can take lead, you got to make sure you come together. Because most sisters, they going to be able to tell, recognize if you not together. So you can't lead if you truly in your heart not ready to lead. And, I mean, I'm not saying anything against, there's some strong white women as well, too, but they tend to be more submissive to allow just anything to go. Where a black woman's your queen, she's gonna let you know. And I appreciate my black woman being that barrier to let me know, hey, check me in private, and stay. You know, I'm not gonna say stay in one place, but she know how to still handle me, and we grew together to understand, like, hey, how to coexist. All right, that's a lot I said to her.
Good. That's good. Right. We're gonna get even more to that. We deal with some even more marital, relational issues. Right. But on the issue of why black men are not marrying black women at a higher rate, I think the statement was respect. Would you have something on that? Are black men feeling disrespected by black women? And so why? If so, why?
Okay, well, to a certain extent, maybe. I believe any man can attest. There are a few black women that we feel that may not respect us. That's on all age ranges. Number one is, I think as another one, this is just a thought. I think black men are not marrying black women is because it's more or less of a competition now. That the women, we feel that we have to be in competition with you. And we can elaborate on that. One thing I'm gonna throw out there was income. We have, I don't know if I can say it the way it needs to be said. Excuse me, I'll say it. They're looking for the six-figure nigga. Okay, first of all, finances is not what causes a man to be able to lead you anyway. That money doesn't range. So I think that plays a little portion into why black men are not marrying our black women, is because it more feels like a competition rather than a relationship.
Okay, all right. Okay, so one person's saying black men don't feel respected by black women, and you're saying it feels more like a competition.
Yes, what falls aligned with the respect, because it's more you respect the amount of money that I have opposed to respecting me.
Okay, good. All right. And again, we're not talking about, let's say, all black women. And there's some person who've been married like yourself. You've been married for how long? 30?
I've been married for 30 plus
30,
years.
33 years. And so when we look at it from a perspective standpoint, he may say, well, I don't see that because of where I am in marriage. But we're saying right now, in the modern, we look at the modern day, we see many black men are saying, hey, I don't feel respected by my black woman. person says I feel like it's competition, that they're more superior than I am. Anybody want to kind of add to that, because this is so important? Anybody want to add to that?
Yes, I want to add a little bit to that.
Yes, add to it.
I mean, I think like when you see a lot of athletes marrying a lot of white women, or your average person just who's marrying a white woman, maybe they're looking for something else. Maybe they are looking for the ultimate submission of a woman. And like my brother said, most black women are queens, and they are strong to the bone. I mean, they're built that way, And if a brother who might be tired of feeling like he's dealing with a strong sister, he might want to venture out. That's my 2 cents.
No,
I'm glad
Okay,
you said that. Go ahead.
My 30 years plus. First of all, I love my wife. I've been married for 30 plus years, 33.
Amen.
Amen. I'm listening to all you brothers, but I'm going to tell you this. Women, in my opinion, don't want to be called strong. Okay?
Wow.
They don't want to be called strong.
Wow.
They want you to lead. They want you to start out, be strong, and make sure you take care of your business.
Right.
Okay? They don't want to pull you along.
Right.
They already have what they have. Okay, and we already know what it is.
Right.
Okay. I'm not talking about sexually, anything like that. I'm
Right.
talking women, you black women out there, you got your stuff together. Okay.
Yes.
Mine has hers together. When I first started, she knew what she wanted. I do what I wanted. But first of all, I made sure I had a job. I did anything I could,
Right.
5 jobs, 5 different companies at one time, trying to make it. Okay, when a lady, a woman sees that, they see potential. And they see potential in you. They're not and they see potential in the future.
Right. So
the main thing is, brothers, let's get our act together.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
Good, that's good. That's
Whether
good.
it's educational, whether it's staying busy, doing things that's going to elevate you. Amen, Pastor?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
So all these super fantastic, great responses. In fact, and all of them are probably different segments on their own. And as we look at this, at this I think this challenge that's presented us in these modern times, when black men and black women are not marrying at a higher rate, and they're looking for answers. They're asking, why are we not being chosen? Why are we not being selected? And again, someone mentioned, respect. Someone mentioned competition. Someone mentioned, men are looking for women who are submissive, and so that would suggest that maybe our black women are not as submissive, as other races would be. So again, it's a whole lot to unpack. So let me move from there, and then we'll take a break. Let me say this: how important is it, though? And so we gave some reasons why it may be the case. That many other reasons, but let's talk about how important is it that we start to marry our black women as black men. Not only marry them, but stay married to them, because again, the black family is under severe attack. And I'm talking to the men because again, remember God, he came to Adam, he came to us. And how important is it? And I'm not saying it's easy. God, no, I'm not saying it's easy. But how important is it that we marry our sisters and do the best we can to stay married to them? Kind of talk about how important it is. How important it is. I know it's not easy. How important it is, though.
It's very important. And like you said, marriage is not easy. But it's very important. If you love that person, if you know this is your soulmate, and you made that promise to God, before God, and this is your person, regardless to what happens in between, it's going to be storms, it's going to be sunny vacations, okay? But if you love that person and you made that vow, you made that promise to stay with this person, and then that's what it should be.
That's good, right?
But it could be hard for a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know. And if you're going to go through things, but if you marry this person and you know that this is your soulmate, then you should do everything within your power to stay married to that person.
Excellent answer. Anybody else want to chime in how important it is? And you know, I'm being Pacific. This is a black male voice. I'm being Pacific as relates to our African American sisters. How important it is that we say, hey man, we got to start marrying these girls, these young ladies, these women. We got to marry these. We got to marry our own. Not that you can't marry outside. I'm not saying that, but important that we marry our own and stay married. Again, it's not easy. I'm looking at the camera. I wish they can do a close-in shot of me. It's not easy, but I believe it's important because Satan in the world is constantly trying to destroy the African American male and the African American family.
Right.
I mean, it's under attack. I mean,
Right.
the family is under attack.
Right.
And God is looking at us. That's because remember Adam messed up there. He looking at us. I think you're gonna Marcus. You gonna say something about that? How important it is and how
Definitely, it's very important, Pastor. I mean, for the black man to marry, to stay within our culture for generational lines purposes, because what is the black woman and the black man, we understand our history and we understand our future.
Yeah.
We become more powerful because we keep our lineage strong when we keep it in our own community. If you look at most other races, their dominance because what is they stick together as one. Their families are structured to stay together and stick to one. Not saying that all of them do it, but you can see a better strength when they're the wife and the husband of the same nationality are united as one. And I believe that in our community we need to do the same with the men and the women because it causes strength for family lineage. That's just a thought. I believe that's what it gives us.
Right. Well, and I agree, everybody. I would say why it's so important is that us as men, you got to think about it, we're the foundation. I grew up in a single parent home and I had to readjust. I had to learn how to live. So I had to grow in how to be a husband rather than if my father and my mother was together, I understood how to work through those tests of times and how to always go seek God in prayer and for that extra strength because my mom and dad was a united front, but my father was missing. So with that being broken, the black family is broken.
Yes.
So that's why it's so important that a black man and woman, like you said, Pastor, it's okay marry outside your race, but if you got that two individuals become as one entity, function as one, it creates a structure. Once that structure is created, we got a blueprint to continue with our community as young men and women, how a man should supposed to act. He understands because his father's going to be there to provide that pressure to him to go out there, hey, you got this chore you need to do. If you want to go out there, you want to do all this, guess what? You got to do this. Right. So now we go into community with our minds already understood and trained. Like, I'm supposed to provide for my parents. I'm supposed to stand for something. Right. And my wife, which they would see as their mother, she supported me. Yes, she corrected me when I was wrong inside the house, and she's my equal. Right. And that's why, like I said, a strong black woman and a strong black man, hey, I would say it's unstoppable force. Right. But it's missing.
Right. Let's make this final question in this segment. And I really want you guys to think deeply about this. What is it that we want our black women to know about us? What about black men that our black women are not getting about us, that they're not hearing? Right. The world is not hearing. The world don't want to hear. Right. We'll be honest. They don't want to hear about us and what is it that we want them to know to hear? What is it? I'm not saying Betty per se, but just what are we trying to say? And we need black women to know and understand about us. Please, I need everyone who can just chime in there.
Right.
Joe Fitzpatrick, you can start there. What are we trying to say that we need our women to know and to hear?
It's my own personal. I think that the black man wants a little bit more respect, but when you have respect, you got to earn that respect.
Right.
That's really, really important to a black man.
And do you know that's the number one need that a man has? That's the Bible.
Right.
Bible tells a wife to, by honor and respecting her husband. It's the number one need a man needs. That's powerful. You went right there. In Ephesians 5, the number one need that a man has is what you just said, respect.
I'll tell you what, and I'm strong and to the point of bullheadedness, but I really, really, Faye, I respect your opinion. And that's what we have to, as black men or men, period, we have to understand that it's not always a negative when they have an opinion about your opinion.
Right.
You have to be open. Okay, you have to be a little bit open and grow with that particular person. And just let them know, number one, be open. When I say be open, talk.
Yes.
Okay? And once you open that talking up,
They come.
women are going,
All right.
they're going to go to the,
We'll come. He's getting. There's more we're talking about, but respect. Just give me that, guys. If we can't, let's stay on the point. What is it that we want them to know? If there's a wife or a woman or a daughter or whomever, and what is it they need to know about us? What are we trying to say?
I'd like to say, I want black women to know that black men, us black men, we want black women. It's not that we're going outside of our race at an alarming rate. I think it's only about 13 or 14% of us, but for the majority of black men, we want black women.
So we do want black women.
We want black women.
So black women, they want you to know
We are for you.
We're for you. We
We're
want you. That's
for
good. What do we want black women to know? What are men trying to say, Martin? What are you trying to say? It's not necessarily for Angela, but what are we trying to say? What we want them to know?
Well, I want to echo a little bit about what Brother Fitzpatrick said about the respect thing. Most men, all men want respect.
Yes.
We want respect.
number one need.
With the head, with the lead, and we want that respect. But I want to echo what he said about it has to be earned, though. If you're going to get that respect, you have to show it. You have to show that you're going to do that. You're going to have to lead and earn that respect.
Good,
but
good.
everybody wants that respect.
Yeah, and so again, it's powerful to echo about respect, and we want our ladies to know, as black men, we want to be respected.
Absolutely.
Those who have who on the job, let's say working for the man, you're not being respected. I mean,
Right.
daily, it's constant disrespect, and then you don't want to come home.
Right.
And then there's more disrespect, and I'm not going to tell you where that ultimately ends up at. But God created men with the need for respect, and that woman is there to provide
And
it.
Pastor, let me say this. So when you say respect, I'm not just, when I say respect, I'm not just saying that somebody just being out of line, just talking back, or
No,
just talking.
no.
I'm just saying, just respect me as the man of the house.
Yes.
Respect me as who I am.
Yes.
Respect my mind. Respect my decisions. Just respect.
Wow, that's powerful. Respect me as who I am. I love that. My mind, who I am, my decision. That's what we asking for, respect.
Right.
Can I say this little tidbit? With societal, everyone looks at us and says that they're no good, we're having problems with going to jail, and I know a lot of black men that don't walk around with their pants hanging down.
Right.
I mean, that's, in my household, that's a cardinal sin.
Right.
And I'm going to check you.
Right.
I'm young, 22, 20. My sons are
30s.
32, 33. And when I see that, I'm checking them right then.
Right. But that's it. That's part of it.
But they still have their own mindset and everything. So, but I still put my
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Put mine in
Right.
there.
'Cause that's a form of respect. What do we? It was Marcus. What do we want them to know? You're a black man. What do you? They need to know about us.
Like I said, I agree with Brother Joe Fitzpatrick, and we definitely want to get a clarity on that respect, because it is more than just how hoopla and saying this and saying that. Respect me for the position that I am, that I hold. But I think I tell every black woman, fight with your black man.
Say that again, brother.
You need to learn how to fight with him, not fight against him.
Right.
If I gotta go to work and fight and then come home and fight,
Wow.
Right.
I don't want to come home.
Wow.
Right.
I go down the street.
Right. Uh-oh. And go down the street. That's a dangerous down
That's
the
dangerous.
street. That's
So
somebody down the street. They're
not gonna fight with you. So it's not that, and it's not. I'm staying within the lines of the subject, but this is not why we go into another race because they're more submissive. No, what it is, they give you a more peace.
Right.
Because you have to understand, respect is not only. I'm gonna give a person respect right off the back, because what is, I don't know you. I have to get to know you. My thing is, I have to get to learn you. One thing about it is because what is everything, you have to really expound on it, because it's more than what just the word itself. But
Right.
we do not want to come home and have to fight another fight where it should be peace there.
Right.
Fight with me to help me get this thing together.
Okay.
We can disagree, that's fine. But at the end of the day, we want to know that you're fighting with us,
With us.
and not fighting against us.
Right.
Awesome. And so we're gonna wrap up real quick. This first segment, you guys are doing a phenomenal job, and Ev's gonna give a less than a minute answer.
Okay.
And like Marcus said, we want you to know, hey, let's fight together, not against one another, but we're fighting together, and we want peace. I love what he said. Men said, hey, we need peace. That's important. If you're gonna be the man that God wants you to be, I mean, having peace is so important. In fact, the Bible says that a man would rather be on the rooftop of a house, live in a house with an angry, complaining one where there's no peace,
Right.
because God designed us to operate from a place of peace. Yeah, real quick, less than a minute.
Yes.
What is that we want women to know about? What are men trying to say, and what do we want them to know? What do we want them to hear?
Well, I feel like we want to hear women understand this. It's pretty much along the same lines everybody's been saying. We gonna fall down, okay? But we don't need you to pile on us. The life piled on us enough. Stop tearing us down. Be that supporting cast role to, hey, you know what? I'm defeated. Be that voice of power and strength to light that fire to, hey, I know it hurts. You've been knocked down. Life threw this bad hand. But hey, get back up.
Right.
Let's go. Light my fire once again. So, I would say replenish my armor. That's all I got to say. Women, build us.
All right. Awesome. So we want you. We want you. We're saying, hey, replenish me. Don't take more out of me. Don't beat me down. So hey, guys, listen. Yeah, man, awesome. And so we're gonna be right back. We have a few ladies here. We're gonna kind of chime in on what we've been saying. And so in 3 minutes we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a little water. And so man, thank y'all. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Don't forget to like, share, tag it with someone. Put leave some comments in the comment box. Trust me, I read every comment. And my wife tell you, I read every comment. So put those comments in the comment box. I hope you guys are being friendly. I hope you guys are not beating up. Please don't beat up on the guys. Don't beat up on me. But we're just sharing real life reality, where we are, what we think, and we just want to be heard. Give us the right to be heard like everybody else. All right, we're back in a moment. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Everybody, isn't this exciting? The Black Male Voice. We have heard from some powerful men, the real men. And Betty and I have been back here listening and just talking about what's going on, what is happening with the women in today's society, and the topics that the men have been talking about. So Betty, aren't we just, I mean, let's get going.
Oh my, yes. I'm excited about this Father's Day weekend.
Yes, well, Betty has shared that her and her husband talk about these topics already, and you heard from him over there, the 30 plus years of marriage. And one of the things that we heard is that men, they're saying that they want to be respected, absolutely, and that a black woman or a woman potentially is looking for a man, with the 6 figures, right? And then we heard of quite a few things, and I think it's a good time for us to just kind of chime in and talk about that. When black women are strong, we are strong black women. Mm-hmm. Do we want to have to be strong all the time?
I do not. I'm very vulnerable sometimes, and perhaps not the entire 34 years we've been married, but Grace, certainly in these latter years, I've learned to just be vulnerable in front of my husband and let him see the real me. We're strong women because we have to be. In some cases, we're left with the children, the responsibility, with everything. So we're forced to be that strong black woman when in reality, we like to be vulnerable sometimes and sweet and somebody care for us and do stuff for us. I still like the door open for me. My husband's a little older. I have to wait until he comes around, but that's okay. I still like those things because my dad did them. So I still like those things, and my husband gives that to me.
I am with her. Chivalry is not dead.
No.
I am with her. And, as I was listening to the men, I was super excited because there's nothing like listening to a black man. There's nothing like hearing a black male's voice.
Yes.
And I think some of the thinking, when I heard the 6-figure, part, that maybe, a woman is looking for 6-figure and to stay with. I'm not, even though, I may have a high income and be very successful. And I think when men see a woman like me, oh my gosh, she's got it going on. She doesn't need me. Well, women, make sure you're not putting yourself out there to where a man thinks that he's not needed.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we know that men are needed. I am the very woman who is what Betty said.
Yeah.
If it's a strong, I may be strong, but I want to go home and just be a wife.
Yes.
Without all of the demands of the whole world,
yes.
Right? So, yeah, Betty. So, also, they talked about respect.
Oh, yeah.
So, as women, what can we do to make sure we hear our men's voices and respect them?
Yeah, I'm going to say this, and I don't want anybody to take it negatively, but sometimes we just need to be quiet. Just shut up. Sometimes it's just so necessary to be quiet.
All that nagging.
Yeah, just
all that
be
nagging.
Quiet. I have girlfriends that jump in front of their husbands all the time. They do. They just jump in front.
And that means they did that in public, so somebody could see. That's disrespect.
Yes, that's disrespectful. My husband's a little bit older now. I don't know how long we've been in this phase, but he's a little older. So it takes him a little longer to do things. I don't jump in front of him. Sometimes I'm thinking, will you please hurry up? But I don't say that because I love and honor him just as I did when I met him. I love the fact that we're together after 34 years and now we've learned how to respect each other.
Right,
very kindly.
Yes,
and
yes.
Respect is so important.
Wow.
I hear some women say, and I'm going to say this because my God, I want it to stop. I hear a lot of women say, I make more money than my husband. That is so disrespectful to a man. It is just, what's the word, emasculating. I hate to hear them say it, even though it's true. That's not a topic for everybody to hear.
Right. I mean, because really when we come together, I want to be able to build together.
Yeah.
Even if I'm running business, I'm successful, all these things, I want a man and I to sit down and be like, well, babe, we can't do everything.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going with our future. This is what we have next.
Yes.
And still respect what I have going on. But
yes.
the woman is always, want to fight back and this is what I want to do. Women, all we're saying is we're amazing, powerful black women, queens.
Yeah.
We are queens. But we do not have to be the king.
Right.
We do not have to be the king. We just got to be in the right perspective of what a king and a queen is.
Yes.
And respect our black men. There are good black men. And I want to say this to the black men and the black women. Just because whatever you went through, whatever you struggled through in your past relationship, do not take that into your next relationship. Whatever happened in a job that you had some issues, do not carry that weight with you. We don't have to carry it and be angry. Angry black women or angry black men. The way God has set us up, He has allowed us to be able to push through and get to the other side and work together.
Yes, and I experienced that. My husband now is my second husband, and I was very angry and defensive and on the defense all the time with him. And he's such a kind, gentle man, and forgive me if I get emotional. He said, I love you. I will take anything you bring to me. And together we're going to fix it.
Yes.
And I was in the midst of so much turmoil. I was so fearful of getting into another relationship. God sent him to me. And he was so gentle. And he still is right to this day. A very gentle-hearted man.
Wow.
Yeah, excuse me. It's just...
No, it's powerful because for those of us who are still in waiting, it's that point that you said, God sent him to me.
He did.
So women, we don't have to, carry this strong exterior, hard shell. God sent him.
And I recognized it.
Yeah.
I recognized
the beauty of the
God.
weight. Yeah. So you know what? The black male voice, we gonna turn it back over to the men, but we just want to say, black men, we love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you. We honor you, respect you. We adore you. There's none like you. And trust me when I say this, there are good black women who we could do better. We could do better. And that's when we hear what you guys just said, trust me, the women out there are leaping in their spirits.
Yes.